Hey guys, Techcore FPV here. So I've seen a lot of whoop gates online using piping and hosing, and I just wanted to try to make something that was uber cheap, so I did. It lights up as well. It's not as bright as the pipe gates, but I think it's gonna serve the purpose just fine. I think these come in around maybe $5 a piece. The lights are $3 Canadian at Walmart right now because it's Christmas time and there's an abundance of them. And the foam board, which is I think we're looking at $5 for 2 of these. I can make 2 of these out of one sheet of foam board, and yeah, we'll do that. Here are the materials that I make it with. So there's 2 sheets in here. They're actually together, so they're it's like a big giant card you can make, I guess. And it's just that foam core board. Cheap and fairly strong. Will serve the purpose of what we need. So let's get at it. So first thing is I'm going to find the center. So here's the board. You can see what it looks like. So it's already attached, so I'm gonna use that to my advantage. Alright, so we try to find center. And this ruler's not long enough. So I'm gonna call that corner to corner.
You go corner to corner?
There's center-ish. And I have one of these big compasses. I'll stick my pencil back in there. And mark center. Put a hole in it. I'm gonna assume, I'll check with this one. Yeah, so this will be the center hole. There's the center, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up until I do want a flat spot. So if it does something like that, I'll just make sure. Yeah, so this will be the flat side here. As you can see, the compass runs off. And honestly, I'm not too worried about it being perfect. It's a whoop gate. It's a cheap whoop gate at that. So this is how we're gonna make it stick together. Alright, so I have a scalpel or X-Acto blade will work just fine. And like I said, I'm not too oh, I need a new blade. Alright, back with a new scalpel. So we're just gonna get in here. I'm going to try my best to stay in on that line. I don't think a box cutter or an X-Acto knife would work so well to cut the tight radius. That should be and these are going to be the base, so hold on to those. And then all I'm going to do is I'll take my pencil back, and you're going to probably hear noise in the background. It's my 3D printer. I apologize. And then I've already got a line here, so I'm going to probably just chase this one. That's pretty much good enough. Alright, now I'm going to cut the outside free. Same process. I use the scraps to beef up the connection point as well. But you can see here I've got my marks. So I'm just gonna separate that one. So there's one. Alright, good enough. These I'm thinking too, you could almost make a flag out of if you wanted. I may not. Alright. So these ones are actually pretty ugly looking, but I'm not too worried about it. Now, I've got a hole in the middle there, and I've already got a couple of these cut from my previous one, so I'll use them. No, I'll make new ones. So, I want it to go over a little bit. Just give it some extra. Okay. Well, hot glue time. One side. This stuff is actually extremely durable and tough. I haven't crashed into it, but it's very nice to work with. You can see why Flight Test uses it for building planes and stuff. It's pretty user friendly. So I'll take this one. I'm going for center-ish. I'm gonna just liberally spread the glue on there. Alright, I'm gonna call that good. I'm just gonna run a bead all around this stuff just to give it some extra strength. The other goal was to have them light, because I'll show you how I mount them at the end of this video. And then I actually have I have an ultra cheap gate system. This is cheap, but I have even a cheaper version of this that I will show you. Open up the lights. So cheap lights get cheap ass batteries. Now I'm going to make sure they work before I do what I'm going to do. Surprisingly, these take AA's, which success, which is, I don't know, good I guess, better than watch battery, last longer. So that's the string light there. So I think I'm gonna mount this before I do anything else, and I think I'll stick it right there. And there again, hot glue. Should probably use double-sided tape or Velcro, but never. I'll just tear it off if I have to replace the batteries and glue it back down. So there, I just try to keep it in close. I don't think it really matters. Now,
I take this, and I do want to keep this stuff kind of out of the way, so I'll glue that sucker down right there. Alright, pinch a hole.
Now I'm going to kind of loosely wrap this. I do want it kind of even. Like I say, it's just a whoop gate. Alright, so I think what I'll do is just going to shuffle some of this up this way.
Shuffle down.
was also thinking about hot gluing one side with the lights, and that would be a directional gate. But whatever, just a whoop gate.
Alright, now we'll just pick up some of the slack. There. And we finished on the same side.
Alright, there you go. So that's one. I'm not going to bore you guys with the other one. I will show you quickly. I made a mistake. I cut one of the boxes, or one of the sets I have in half, one of the sheets in half, thinking that would be thick enough, but it wasn't. It was quite thin. Oh look, there you go. You don't have to tear it off. So I made boxes. What the heck, right? So I made 2 boxes. I figured you could stack them like that if you wanted, or individually. So then I got some of these 3M. Oh, I threw away the instructions. I can't remember what they're called, but they're like a new style Velcro, and they're the Commander series, I think these are called, and it's a new kind of like super strong Velcro. Actually, you can hear it. It clicks in. So on the bottom of my gates, I have, oh, not that one. On the bottom of this gate, I have them already, and I have the corresponding to these up high on my walls, so I can have gates suspended in the on the wall. That's the reason I wanted it light. I'll just glue these ones to the bottom of that one. So the reason I'm doing this is so that they're all the same. I can put this one on whatever mounting spot I have. They don't have to be specific to each one. So all I'm going to do is, once again, it's just a whoop gate. Line it up, squeeze. And yeah, like it pops off. And then this stuff, actually I'm confident it's going to come off without ripping paint off my walls. So I just make sure these are down, and yeah, that's about it. I will show you my idea for the ultra cheap ones. So this is my idea for an ultra cheap cardboard box painted white. Cut your holes in them. You can even make a cube out of a square box if you had one. A tunnel to fly through. And I might actually make that out of this box. It's just a long tunnel, not painted. Just like a playground at home. There we go, guys. That's what they look like up. Got one down there, so I can move them anywhere. They can be up high. I think we got 8-foot ceilings, so put them up high, leave them up there. Wife and kids think it looks like Christmas decorations, so hey, that's a win-win for everybody. And then they just come down